God never asked you to pretend you're strong. Our culture celebrates women who do it all. God never does. He never tells us to fake strength. Instead, he says, "My grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness." Notice, God doesn't say his power works best when you're capable. His power shines brightest when you've reached the end of yours. Special needs parenting often brings you there every day. And that's exactly where God meets you. If you're a special needs mom, chances are you've said one of these things. "I don't know how much longer I can do this. I'm so tired. No one understands. I love my child, but I'm exhausted." God doesn't shame you for feeling that way. In fact, the Bible is full of exhausted people. Not weak people. Not faithless people. Faithful people. People God loved deeply. Let's title this, Elijah, the prophet who wanted to quit. Elijah was one of the greatest prophets in the Bible. He called down fire from heaven, defeated hundreds of false prophets, saw incredible miracles. Then, one woman threatened him. He ran, collapsed under a tree, and prayed, "I've had enough." Notice what God didn't do. God didn't lecture him. He didn't say, "Have more faith." Instead, God let Elijah sleep. Then he fed him. Then he let him sleep again. Sometimes the most spiritual thing you can do is rest. God understood exhaustion before modern psychology ever did. He never tells us to fake strength. Instead, he says, "My grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness." Then there's Martha. She was busy serving everyone, preparing meals, taking care of responsibilities. Sound familiar? She became overwhelmed, frustrated, even resentful. Jesus didn't criticize her work. He addressed her heart. "Martha, Martha, you are worried and upset about many things." Many special needs moms aren't just physically tired. They're mentally carrying tomorrow. The appointments, the therapies, the insurance, the school meetings, the future. Jesus gently reminds us, you don't have to carry tomorrow today. Moses knew what it felt like to carry everyone else's problems. At one point, he basically told God, "I can't carry these people by myself anymore." God's response: He didn't say, "Try harder." He shared the load. God provided helpers. One of the hardest things for caregivers is accepting help. When you don't think you can do it on your own anymore, look around. God often sends help through the people He places in your path. The hardest part isn't always finding help, it's being willing to receive it. Let someone help. You were never meant to carry every burden alone. Paul the Apostle asked God 3 times to remove a burden. God didn't remove it. Instead, he said, "My grace is sufficient for you." That's hard to hear, because we naturally want God to remove every difficult circumstance. Sometimes He does. Sometimes He gives strength that shouldn't make sense. Strength that only comes from Him. You look back and think, "I honestly don't know how I survived that year." The answer can only be that Jesus carried you through the hardest times. Sometimes we forget. Jesus got tired. He fell asleep in a boat during a storm. He walked miles every day. Crowds constantly wanted something from him. People interrupted him. He wept. He withdrew to quiet places. He understands emotional exhaustion. And then he gives one of the gentlest invitations in Scripture. Come to me, all who labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. Notice, he doesn't say, come to me after you've cleaned the house, after you've caught up, after you have enough faith. Just come. One of the hardest things for caregivers is looking 20 years into the future. What happens when I'm gone? Will my child ever be independent? What if things get worse? God rarely gives strength for 20 years. He gives strength for today. Think about the manna in the wilderness. Every morning, God provided enough food for one day. Not 1 month. Not 1 year. Only 1 day's worth. Why do you suppose that was? Because every sunrise invited his people to trust him again. Caregiving often works the same way. God gives today's grace. Tomorrow morning, there will be new grace. The prophet Isaiah gives us one of the greatest promises from God. Isaiah writes, "Those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength." Notice it doesn't say, "people who never get tired." It says, "Their strength will be renewed." Renewed means it was gone. God knows you'll become depleted. He promises to refill what life empties. What does strength look like today? Maybe God's strength looks like getting through one more therapy appointment, responding patiently one more time, laughing with your child after a hard day, choosing hope when fear feels easier, praying even when all you can say is, "Help." Sometimes strength doesn't look heroic. Sometimes strength looks like getting out of bed. And heaven sees that. God sees the invisible work that special needs moms do. No one applauds the sleepless nights, the endless paperwork, the sensory meltdowns, the repeated instructions, the canceled plans, the tears cried in the shower. But God sees every single one. Nothing done in love is invisible to him. Not one diaper, not one doctor's appointment, not one prayer whispered over your child, not one sacrifice. He sees it all. Maybe today you're running on fumes. Maybe you're wondering if you're enough. Here's the good news: you were never meant to be enough. Jesus is. Your strength will run out. His won't. Your patience has limits. His doesn't. Your love grows tired. His never fails. You don't have to carry tomorrow. You only have to walk with him today. And somehow, one day at a time, he will keep giving you exactly what you need.